And a young man gunned down in a normally quiet northwest Albuquerque neighborhood. But police say this shooting is different.
Police say the man who pulled the trigger will not be arrested. In fact, they say he helped calm a dangerous situation and possibly saved lives. David Romero is live in the Newsplex with details.
Kim, today police identified the man who was shot and killed Tuesday night as 23-year-old Jonathan Mitchell. He was shot by one of his neighbors after running through the neighborhood with a loaded gun. Police say if it wasn't for a good Samaritan with a gun, it could have been an even deadlier night in this normally quiet Ventana Ranch neighborhood. It began when one resident arrived home Tuesday night with one of his neighbors, Jonathan Mitchell, in the driveway.
Called his family inside the residence and asked them to find a safe place within their home because the man was in their driveway with a gun.
The man's family called for the help of another set of neighbors, identified by police as Donnie Pearson and his 15-year-old son.
When they arrived, they did see an individual who was later identified as Mr. Mitchell running from the location of the neighbor's home to another residence and into a driveway where a garage door was wide open.
According to police, when the Pearsons approached Mitchell, he started shooting at them. Donnie Pearson shot back, hitting Mitchell, who ran off again, collapsing and dying in the backyard of the home where it all began.
And I think that in this case, Mr. Pearson felt that he had no other choice than to defend the life of himself, his life and his son's life, when Mr. Mitchell opened fire on their vehicle.
Neighbors living directly next door couldn't believe what had happened.
It's very scary, very unexpected. We've talked to the neighbors briefly, but never would have expected someone to be shot.
Those same neighbors are thankful the situation was stopped before it became more deadly.
I know that detectives, in speaking with Mr. Pearson, felt that he was grateful that he was able to defend both his life and the life of his 15-year-old son.
Police say Donnie Pearson has a concealed carry permit for a handgun. While they've decided not to arrest Pearson, the case will be turned over to the district attorney's office for review. Kim, back to you.
Okay, thanks, David. Now, at this point, it's unclear why Jonathan Mitchell was walking through the neighborhood with a gun. A search of his online criminal record showed no prior arrests.